Abby. Hello, everyone, and you're welcome. This is opening monologue, and today, I don't know if the mic is actually functioning right now, but what I want to do is just have a rant on um, what we have. I'm trying to look for people to be on, so I can start my monologue. And on today's edition of Opening Monologue, I'm going to be talking about meritocracy as opposed to democracy, where being practiced in Nigeria. I want to focus my radar on Nigeria because that's my home country and that's what Africa is all about. But this today, I'm going to be having my eye on Nigeria, on meritocracy, because a whole lot of things are not getting into perspective. They're not getting things right in Nigeria, where you have people the wrong peg in the right hole. And that's why a lot of things are not getting better. We now have mediocrity taking center stage. We have mediocres all in important uh, positions. People are supposed to make things happen. Um, okay, I won't come all, and that's when I want to get into the meat of this. It's just if we keep silent, we won't be doing things correctly. The other day, I think a video that went viral on social media was a video of a newly appointed custom officer who couldn't get his act together when he was given a position. And what have it that he any of the due diligence was actually taken into consideration before getting that guy. But for a guy, what I'm actually about is for such a guy who looked nervous, who was unprepared, so to speak, because he wasn't getting himself. It was anxious. It was nervy, and he allowed his nerves to take a better part of him. He couldn't talk. He couldn't do the right thing. He turned wrongly. He was supposed to shake his superior officer. He couldn't shake him. It was the officer that was telling him what to do. These can be um, found in every strata of the society in Nigeria. For instance, you could check um, before you recruit people into sensitive offices, sensitive positions that could examine people's psychic. For instance, another video that I'm going to talk about is actually a policeman who assaulted some passengers traveling in Okene, Kogi State, and even went as far as slapping one of the passengers for want of not being. He was like, though the IG said he's going to look into it and set up an inquiry into that. But why employ or recruit such a person who their mental capacity is not there? Because majority of these people are like customer service representative, and whenever you have a uniform or a badge, it's supposed to be like a banner. You are an eye. You are a representative of that particular agency that you represent. This beats my imagination. Where if you go to hospitals, also you see the way some nurses treat patients. You see the way politicians treat um, the electorate. You see the way lecturers treat students. You see the way uh, the, the the society needs a restructure itself. It's not just about clamoring for restructure. But in our homes, we also need that. But in the country, we don't take cognizance of all of this, and that's why a whole lot of people is blaming the the government. Why are we keeping quiet? Now, 2023, we are yet to even complete 2021. A whole lot of people are talking about 2023. When we have a lot of germane issues bedeviling us as a nation, I take for an instance, go to the southern eastern part of the country, when you have crazy mayhem going on there, miming, terrorizing people of the same time if they are not supporting your particular movement, and people and the leaders, both religious leaders, you have business tycoons, you have political leaders, all going radio silent into what is actually happening there. Need I add what is also happening in the northwest region of the country? I think we should start. We should stop handling these issues with kid glove, because if we keep quiet, it may consume every one of us. I pray that doesn't happen, but we should. It's about time we allowed we should not allow sentiment to take over our sense of logic in towards having a greater nation. And what I would like to say before I really want to rant, because it's not it's I didn't even plan it. I just go angry because a whole lot of things is now happening now. Calls reaching me, telling me full stuff is on the high rise. A whole lot of things are not going well, and I think it's about time we try and lend our voices to the progress of the nation. A lot of stuff the youth like this problem. That's my son there. He's also angry. He wants to lend his own voice, and soon of this day, one of these days, you're going to have him here. We'll sit down together and have him also say one or two things. You don't have to retract your message. You can just let the message keep coming, and if you have any suggestions, send it to me. I would actually air it on here. But it's about talking about some certain things that are really happening, and you now have people. Have you ever wondered, when things aren't going some people's way, they attack the government? Yes, they do. If the whalers, I wonder why they keep all these the human rights activists that we have scattered in pockets areas in the country. Why aren't they talking about what is happening in the southeastern part of the country, where a particular sect are holding people down, telling them if they shouldn't go to work, they should, if they should, and we have a constitutional governor in place. Are we saying that they are party to whatever it is that is happening there? These are questions begging for answers, and nobody's talking yet. If the government should clamp down on that place or raise the state of emergency in that place, they start going for the jungler of the presidency. Yet you have a role to play, and you're not playing the role. Isn't that part of a clarion call as a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? It's not just about attacking, and without proffering solution for the betterment of everyone in the country. It's about time we hit the nail on the head and call a spade if we really want things to get better in the country. We fold our hands, and we allow all of this to go on. It annoys me when we have a lot of people clamoring for 2023 at this point in time, when a lot of stuff, who knows if we're going to see 2023 with the rate at which things are going on. And yet some people still feel, oh, everything is still well and good. Majority of the youth, I doubt if you have your PVCs right now. They are all about doing skits on Instagram. We're thankful Facebook is actually back. I said Facebook, Twitter is actually back to an extent, and they would be able to while away time with that. But be that as it may, we should try as much as possible to focus or channel our energy in the right direction that would help us all. What the title of today's topic is actually my monologue is actually meritocracy or democracy. The reason for the title is because why don't we have the right people um, shepherding the and also yes, thank you TikTok, shepherding the lot of the country? Because if I'm all for meritocracy. If you check in China, that's what they do. They get the right person who they feel can deliver. Not is from this geopolitical zone now. This is what should happen. This is what should happen. Hey, if we have people of like minds who can do this thing positively, hey, let's have the person come on board. We shouldn't be begging people. We shouldn't have only. We shouldn't be restricted to only two parties, two people to say. Is either we choose from the evil. We should brace up. It's our country. It's only one country we have. Okay, let me take for instance in the United Arab Emirates. They operate based on regions. You have Dubai, you have Ajman, you have Sharjah, you have Rakasema, you have Fujairah, and you have Umaquin, Alain. And these people, they develop these provinces. It's like they are into competition. It's just like you have, all you can have the southwest, south zone, southeast, north central, northeast. If you can now develop and you can now start having the healthy competition, everyone benefits. What you have in Dubai is quite different from what you have in Abu Dhabi. Are you getting it? What you have in Abu Dhabi, there's some certainly so and the revenue Dubai actually generates quite different from the revenue Abu Dhabi. Everything is still for the glory of the United Arab Emirates, and yet you can't take we can't emulate that. Rather, you would emulate. I am lost in words. I just hope with this banter, and I think I'll be calling this out every now and then. Initially, I that was why I set it up in the first instance, to make sure we come regularly to put up situations, not just soft sell issues that actually get more following and all of that. But this one, I can assure you. But once we actually channel our energy in this direction, we will be able to have a greater impact in the country and socially. Till I come your way tomorrow, I remain yours sincerely, Hamid Bakari for Open the Monologue. Sign out.